In order to better understand how it is that God guides every aspect of our lives, let us briefly consider what it is that constitutes our personality, our character, and our unique experience of being an individual. Throughout each day and throughout our lives, we experience the coming and going of what I will term modes of mind. These are mental states we have. Some are subtle and last for many days, weeks, or even years, while others can come and go in just a few seconds. I believe that the modes of mind that we experience are brought about by God and are the means by which He creates in us our uniqueness, our qualities, and our personalities. In terms of the longer lasting modes of mind, we may imagine such examples as our nationality, our gender, or our sexual orientation. These are with us on a daily basis and contribute significantly to how we feel about ourselves. These attributes might manifest in a certain way of speaking. For instance, if I am British, I will probably have a British accent and use certain phrases in a particular language. I might feel more comfortable or at peace when I'm in my homeland, and there are likely to be certain feelings associated with the place where I grew up or where I went to school or college, for instance. Throughout my life, as I move to different cities and work in different environments, these modes of mind will shift. It's interesting that when we listen to a piece of music from our past, we will often experience a feeling of nostalgia and a kind of emotional memory of a time in our lives when our modes of mind were quite different. This is evidence that these background modes exist and that they shift with time. There are also more fleeting, associative modes of mind that we experience during certain periods of our lives. The feeling, for instance, of being affiliated with a certain church or mosque, or of having a particular spouse or boyfriend or girlfriend, or of belonging to a political party, for instance. On an even smaller scale, there are other, even more transitory modes of mind, which I will term micro modes, which also contribute to our personality or character. Perhaps the sensation of tasting our favourite food, or the feeling of listening to a song we love would be examples of these. What I would like for us to consider is that each of the modes of mind that I have described in this video come together in our daily lives to give us what we would call our character or personality. If we think deeply about what a personality is, we can see that it is made up of certain characteristics that endure over time. I would like to include God in this and say that our personalities are the way God chooses to give us different modes of mind on a daily basis and throughout our lives. Our different modes of mind, far from being anything tangible and fixed, come and go as God pleases. They have no substantial existence, they are just impressions in consciousness. One of the things that experiencing psychosis taught me is that these modes of mind can change drastically, so that we essentially become a different person with a different character or personality. It is important to point out that within the modes of mind that I am here describing, emotional states are also included. Our emotions and thoughts are often interlinked, and both contribute to the modes of mind that we experience throughout our lives. I should also point out that our experiences are not robotic, but fluid, and the different categories of modes of mind that I have described should be understood as flowing into one another rather than being absolutely distinguishable. It is wonderful to see how our modes of mind develop and change throughout our lives as God unfolds our life stories. The modes of mind we experience as a child, for instance, are very different to those that we experience as an adult. Our unique modes of mind are continually influencing others with whom we come into contact, and their modes of mind are affecting us, and God is directing the whole process. In a mere moment, God can change the modes of mind that we experience, and that we feel a part of our personality or character. This means that who you are is something very fluid and intangible. You are a collection of modes of mind manifested by the living God who is in control of all things. What comes and goes, and our modes of mind do come and go, cannot ultimately be thought of as real. Only what endures eternally is real, and there is only one thing that endures eternally, which is God. Perhaps you can identify with the idea that your modes of mind are only fleeting impressions in consciousness. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments below. In the next video, we will look at one particular aspect of our mental experience, thought. I will demonstrate why I believe the experience of thoughts arising in our minds can only be understood in terms of the manifesting power of God. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. This video series accompanies my new book titled God's Grand Game, which is available now from all major retailers. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of future videos.